All right, let's dive right in. Today we're going to talk about something that could genuinely change how you work as a data engineer. We're building a personal AI toolkit using Claude to make your most common tasks way faster and a whole lot easier.
No, really, just think about that for a second. All those slow queries, those totally cryptic error messages, the hours you lose just trying to debug something. What if you had a senior-level AI assistant on call 24/7, ready to just solve it? That's what we're going to unpack today.
First up, let's look at the prompts that are going to become your new best friends. These are the tools you'll reach for every day for the bread and butter work, but with a massive upgrade in efficiency.
Oh man, we've all been there, right? You write a PySpark job, you unleash it on some huge data set, and then you wait. And you wait some more. Slow code doesn't just cost time, it costs real money, and it's a huge pain.
So, how do we fix it? Well, you can't just ask Claude to make it faster. You have to give it a specific plan, a blueprint. And what's so cool here is that we're asking for more than just code. We want it to tell us why it's slow, how to fix it, add comments so we're not confused later, and even guess how much better it'll be. It's like getting a full code review in seconds.
And here it is, the magic spell. You start by giving it a role. You are an expert PySpark developer. Then you state the problem, and this is the key part, you paste your actual code right in there. This one prompt turns a general AI into your own personal performance tuning specialist.
Okay, let's move on to another classic headache. You know, that one monster query that hits a billion-row table in Snowflake. Every single time it runs, you can practically hear the credits just burning away. Performance and cost, they're two sides of the same coin.
And this just shows you the payoff perfectly. On the left, that's the nightmare scenario we all hate. Slow, expensive, and scanning everything. But after you use the right prompt, you get the dream. Fast, cheap, and smart, using things like clustering keys the way they were meant to be used.
And the prompt itself, once again, is super specific. You're telling it to be a Snowflake expert. You're giving it clear instructions. You're not just hoping it figures out to use clustering keys. You are ordering it to. That's how you get a high-quality result every time.
So, we've optimized our daily grind. Now let's get into the core of our work. Because, let's be real, a huge chunk of our job is writing code, and maybe an even bigger chunk is figuring out why the heck our code isn't working. You know that feeling. You hit run on your script, you're feeling good, and then, bam! Your screen fills up with red text. A wild error appears, and it is super effective at ruining your whole afternoon. This slide is just that moment of pure frustration, isn't it? On one side, you've got your code, which looks totally fine to you. And on the other, you've got this impossible, cryptic error message. The challenge is figuring out how they connect. Now here's the crucial bit. We don't just want to fix, we want to understand. A really great debugging prompt asks for a root cause analysis to explain what went wrong and why. This turns every single bug into a mini lesson, and that makes you a better developer. And then you get the prize. The clean, corrected code that just works. This entire cycle, from wanting to throw your computer out the window to having a working solution and learning something new, can now happen in minutes instead of hours. It's a game changer.
So, we're optimizing tasks, we're coding faster. But what about the long game? You know, our actual career growth. How can we use these same tools to learn new things way faster than we ever thought possible? When you're tackling something totally new and complicated, you have to start simple. The best learning prompts always start by asking for an analogy. Literally, explain this to me like I'm 10. This builds that core intuition you need before you can get into the weeds.
Okay, once you've got that gut feeling down, then you layer in the hard stuff. The next part of your prompt should ask for the full technical breakdown, but specifically for someone with your background. It bridges that gap from the simple idea to the professional, practical application.
Now this is a pro-level move. You literally ask it, what are the most common mistakes people make when they're learning this? This is like getting a cheat code from the future, helping you skip all the usual traps and just learn way faster.
And finally, you don't really know something until you can do it. So a perfect learning prompt always ends by asking for a practice problem. This pushes you from just passively reading to actively doing, and that's what makes the new concept really stick.
Okay, we've gone over some really powerful individual prompts, but the real secret sauce is turning all of this into a sustainable system. So let's talk about the habits and, just as important, the safety rules you need. This right here, this is how you make these productivity gains last.
Don't reinvent the wheel. Just make a simple document, call it your prompt library. Every single time you get a great result from a prompt, copy and paste it in there. It's your personal superpower, and it just gets more and more powerful over time.
Okay, everyone, listen up because this is the single most important slide here. I cannot say this enough. Never, ever paste sensitive information into any AI tool. No customer data, no API keys, no passwords, nothing. Always use placeholders, always. Your security hygiene is absolutely non-negotiable.
So there you have it, a whole set of practical, powerful templates to completely supercharge your work. The tools are here, they're easy to use, and they're ready to go. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build and optimize first?